We only got $1,000 a week. And I was like, I'll take 500. Dre was like, I'll take 500 in addition to my 723. So this $500 a week.
So you were still
Still
security,
doing school safety for a
safety.
long
Yeah.
time because we only taped Yo MTV Raps one day a week. And then we went from that $500 a week, and it took off, and it was like the number one rated show on the network. And we went and we got Rush Management, which is Russell Simmons and Leo Cohen. And Leo walked us in there, and he negotiated a deal. And I'll never forget that day because he told us to sit outside, and me and Dre sitting on the couch. And Leo comes out with this stoic look on his face. And the first thing in my mind is, Leo done fucked this whole shit up. We done lost our jobs. Thank God I'm still at school safety. I'm be all right. And he said, don't say nothing. We got in the elevator, went downstairs, we got in front of the building. And Leo said, you are the two luckiest motherfuckers in the world. I just got y'all $250,000 apiece. Just like that.
Lior walked in, so
Walked in, he knew how much they were charging per commercial.
Advertising.
He knew what we were making for the channel.
Yeah.
And he negotiated the right contract for us.
What did you do that day?
Damn, I went back home and told my moms. I was like, Ma, I'm making more money than you and Dad have ever made in your life. And the first thing I did was pay my mother's house off. You're good. You don't have to worry about paying no more mortgage. Just take care of the property taxes, and that's it. It's the first thing I did.
What did she say to you?
She cried, man.
That's beautiful.
She cried because my mom's comes from a super humble beginning in the South, you know? And her mom died when she was 7. So to have worked as hard as she worked, to have gone to night school, I remember that, to get her diploma when I was a kid, and for her kids to come up and do something like that and to be able to do that for her, it meant a lot to her.
Yeah. Kudos, brother. Very interesting, saying, backstory to you. I know you've interviewed some of the best of the best. Is there a particular interview you may regret?
No. I think I had some guy on that they forced on us that was some French rapper, but he was trash. And it was a terrible interview.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything from Nana Cherry, I got something that I'm the most proud of now.
Like what?
James Brown, man. We had James on for a week. Bobby Brown, when he was on the top of the world, just sold 10 million. MTV couldn't get him to do nothing. Bobby was my man. He came and did Yo MTV Raps. And Bill Cosby, man. We had Bill on. Bill Cosby was retarded how that happened,
Wow.
bro.
What was it like with him?
Bill Cosby was in his office. This is what he tells me. He's in his office, and his daughter Erin was in there. She was watching Yo MTV Raps, and she was laughing at a character that I did. So he calls MTV looking for me. So they give me the number. They left it on my answer machine. Bill Cosby looking for you. Call the office. So I call the office back, and they give me the number. So you got to call Bill Cosby's office. So I was like, damn, I got to call Bill Cosby. And I remember when Eddie Murphy did his stand-up, and he was like, Bill Cosby only calls you for 2 reasons. Either he likes what you're doing, or he thinks you're destroying the culture, and he's going to read you on it. So now I'm scared. And I call, and I say, hi, this is Ed Lover, and somebody from Mr. Cosby's office called me. And they said, hold on. I'm going to put Mr. Cosby to pick up the phone. Hold on. Now, this is Bill Cosby. This is the height of the Cosby Show, dude.
Yeah.
It's the #1 show in America.
Yeah.
And I cannot believe that this dude is calling looking for me. This man, this icon.
Yeah.
He picks up the phone. I think I'm going to talk to the third assistant. Or wait, he got on the phone, and he tells me that he was watching the show. And he was like, you was doing some character, man. And I was just cracking up. And I liked it. And he said, my daughter likes it, and I like it. And I said, thank you, Mr. Cosby. No, call me Bill. And he goes, I'm going to come on that show.
Wow.
And then I'm going to have you on my show. And I'm
Cosby
like,
Show.
Yeah.
Let's be clear now, yeah.
The Cosby Show, bro.
Okay.
And he came.
Wow.
And they rolled out the red carpet, man. They had the green room. All the executives from Viacom came downstairs. Everybody's waiting for Bill Cosby to come. And then he calls me again. And he says, hey, I'm running a little late. And I'm like, it's no problem, Mr. Cosby. And they're like, we got to get this because he's going to have, this guy's uber rich.
Yeah.
He's huge. And he jumped out of a yellow cab with a newspaper under his arm by himself. And he did a week worth of Yo MTV Raps.
So I got to ask you this. What were the execs saying to you? when you made that happen?
They couldn't believe it, man.
You were the man.
They could not believe that Bill Cosby came to hang out with Ed Lover and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, we were shooting, and everybody now is on the floor. Now, normally, there's a cameraman and a producer and another producer in the booth, handle everything. And he looks at me, he goes, is this usually what it look like when y'all doing this? I'm like, nah, it's just like me and Trey, T-Money, the cameraman, and my man right there. Yeah. He goes, wait a minute, stop rolling tape. Everybody get the fuck out of here. He threw everybody out. He's like, I'll come see y'all when we're finished, because I want this to be the same way it's always been.
Yeah.
So he was, and then he did have me on the Cosby Show.
Wow.
Yeah, it was cool.
How did that change your life, just being on
the
the
Cosby Show?
Yeah.
My God, man, to be seen
like
that many people and that atmosphere
at that time.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's huge. What was it like with James Brown? I was kicking it with him.
Oh my God, the Godfather of Soul, the man whose music is the foundation of most great hip hop records. It's been sampled probably more than anybody else in the history of music, right?
Especially that era in New York.
Yeah.
It got it
just
started.
to hang out, man. I called my mom, like, Mom, James Brown is here,
Mom had to be blown away.
Yeah, Mom's blown away. And he was so cool.
Yeah.
And everybody on the set had to call him Mr. Brown except me, Dre, and T-Money.
What y'all call him?
James. He's like, you call me James. I said, my first name is James. You James? I'm James too. And he was talking, and I was like, I don't know what the hell James Brown talking about, but this is cool, man. Yeah, it was a dream come true.
That's crazy. What's one of your most unforgettable encounters with a celebrity? I know you mentioned James Brown, obviously, Bill Cosby, but
James
I know you
Brown,
met
Bill Cosby. But outside of hip hop, it would have to be Robert De Niro.
What was that like?
We were at, I can't remember the year, but I know that Obama was 2008, the first time, because I got that tattooed to my arm. But the year Bill Clinton won, MTV throws an inaugural ball for Bill Clinton in D.C. And we go to the ball, and standing there is Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese. Now, I am a huge fan of Martin Scorsese work and Robert De Niro. So I wait. So, okay, I'm going to go over here and say something. I don't know what I'm going to say. I walk over, and I go, Mr. De Niro, Mr. Scorsese, I just want to tell y'all, I love your work. I'm a huge fan. And Robert De Niro goes, wait a minute. I know you. You're Dr. Love, right? He goes, Martin, this is Eddie Dre. This is Doc Love. I said, no, I'm Ed Lover. He goes, all right, I got a kid. He watches the Yo Raps, the thing you do. He watches it all the time. I know you. In Vogue just finished performing. He goes, could you introduce me to In Vogue? Could you do that for me? Would you introduce me to In Vogue? Yeah. Now, everybody knows De Niro notoriously loves black women. His son that he was talking about is the Gregory Abbott that did Shake You Down. Girl, I Want It. It's his sister. Robert De Niro had a kid with her. The kid got to be 40 now. Wow. But that's the kid that he was talking about that was watching Yo every single day. And I went and got the person in charge of all the artists, and I took Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese backstage, and I introduced them to In Vogue.
You get all the cool points there.
Yeah, all the cool points.